Welcome to my channel. I'd like to show you today how to do some dry brushing onto some card, and for that I'm going to need some white card. I'm using 160 grams. I've got 3 different colors of acrylic paint, a sap green, a viridian and a light green, and I've just squeezed some out onto a tray here, and I've got a very dry hog's hair bristle brush. Hog's hair is quite a nice firm bristle, so it transfers paint really easily. So I'm going to start by just smoothing out some of my lightest color of the acrylic paint, and then I'm just going to wipe some off at the top there because I want this to be fairly dry. And now I'm going to just hold the card with my one hand because it will want to move, and I'm just going to simply brush up and down. I am picking up a little bit of paint in between, but I'm not using a lot of it, and I'm alternating putting it on from the left and from the right because I don't want stripes all from one direction. So you'll see that it's very dry. The paint is actually running out as I'm going along, and I'm happy with that. Right, so once you've covered it with your first color, you can then just simply pick up a second color, and for my purposes today I'm just not going to go in the same direction. I think I'd like to actually go in a different direction. Probably not much of a conformist, so here we go. So I'm just going to hold this in the center, and I'm going to start in the center and just go up and down. And because the paint color is so thin, you can already see that the color from the lighter green underneath is actually showing through. There we go. This, because it's a very dry application, is going to dry in very, very quickly. So, you won't find that you've got a household full of wet card and paper sitting around. So I'm just going to continue with this till I've filled up the whole thing. And if you've got leftover paints after a project, this is quite a nice thing to do because you can actually just do dry brushing either on a piece of clean card, or you could even just do it over some other paper that's got collage kind of backgrounds, and you can build up something very interesting. So my last color is this darker one, and I'm going to go back to this first direction, going from side to side. You can see I'm putting a lot less of this color on because I don't want it to overshadow what I've already done underneath. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could actually always introduce a little bit more of the lighter green just to give it a little bit more light. So I could brush a little bit over in the center. Sorry, I'm stretching over incorrectly. Let me do it like this so you can see. And I'm just putting a little bit more of the lighter green just to lift the color so it's not quite so dark. Not an awful lot, but there you can see as I put a little bit over this deeper green, which is the sap green, it's blending it and pushing it backwards. So I've got something that is tonally very pleasing. So you could play around with any kind of combination. Obviously, the wider the bristles of your brush, the broader your strokes will be, so you'll get a different effect. But this is a lovely way to use scrap paper to decorate another sheet of paper for yourself. Check out my playlist. There's a lot of ways that you can decorate paper, and I have plenty up for you to see. Bye for now.